we are at El Malpais National Monument outside of Grants, New Mexico. Here are cattle dogs. This is actually a very dog-friendly place as long as the dogs are on leash. Joe, could you take Odin?
Oh, sure.
Grab Odin. Yeah, they've got their bandanas on. They are ready to go. We're going to take you with us a little bit on the trail. As you can see, it's pretty well marked. I'll show you the cairns, but you got to be careful here. There's a lot of gaps in the path that I'm going to watch my footing here so that I don't misstep. That's the path. This is one of the younger lava beds, about just under 4,000 years old. Quite a big indentation. It's really hard to film it. There is a bit of a cave in there.
It was
And
flowing, and then this is just the way it stopped. It's not like erosion or anything. It was just, you know, it cooled off, and this is the way it was when it cooled off.
oh, okay. Really, really cool to know. And there are lava caves, not in this area. There appears to be a cave there. There are caves that you can go into and explore. We may or may not do that. I'm not sure that those are particularly dog friendly. You can see Joe and the pups navigating down to that one to check it out. I'm going to go real slow, trying to keep my balance here. It's an absolutely beautiful day. It rained yesterday. This is mid-September, still in summer. This morning, it's been cool, clear skies. There's actually no one around. This trail is kind of at the end. Malpais.
Person all morning.
Not at all. Joe's right. We saw some people scouting out for hunting down the road, but not at this trail. This trailhead is empty. Gotta love that. That doesn't happen a lot. We're gonna keep walking with the pups and see what we see. Give them a wave, Joe.
Hey.
We'll see you in a bit. So we're about halfway through the Lava Falls trail, and Joe is taking some pictures. This is an interesting rock formation. It kind of slides down at an angle, and it made me think about places like the Great Sand Dunes where you can sled down hills and things like that. And also a lot of the glissading we've done on mountains that we've hiked, and just made me start thinking about whether you could create some sort of attraction where people are sledding down this thing, but I can't really get you a good depth of it. But yeah, perhaps that is not a good idea, and I don't think the National Park Service would take me up on that. But if you think we should pitch for it, let me know in the comments. We're almost done on the Lava Falls Trail. This is about a mile round trip. I'm not quite remembering if it's a loop or not. We're just kind of heading back. Joe's coming back with Nellie, and there they go. You really want to, it's a fun trail. It's not really a hard trail, but you really do want to watch your footing. As you can see, it's not very even. A lot of bumps and cracks and uneven surfaces because you're walking on lava beds. But it's also, as we said, very uncrowded, at least on this Sunday in September, early September, and very quiet and peaceful out here. But it is hot. There isn't a lot of shade, not a ton of water. It is also short, so keep all those things in mind when you plan your trip out here to this really cool national monument.
All right, so here's a map of the area.
And the reason we're doing this is because most of the videos we've seen have not really explained this super well about how to navigate El Malpais and El Morro. So go ahead, Joe.
All right, so here's I-40 coming through, here's Grants, and then here at exit 89, you come down Route 117. We're all the way down here at the Lava Falls area. It's about 26 miles. And there's a couple of trailheads here, the Natural Arch, and then the Sandstone Bluffs overlooks. And here's another trailhead, the Zuni Trail. And then if you go back up to Grants, come down 53, you've got access on this side. Here's the other side of the Zuni Trail, another trailhead. And then way over here is the El Morro National Monument trailhead.
Right, and the visitor centers are in the town of Grants. And that is our dogs barking in the background, so we gotta go. Catch you later. We're here at the Sandstone Arch in El Malpais National Park. This isn't the greatest photo of it, but I'm standing in the shade with the pups. There's a very short half-mile trail that leads here, and that's half a mile round trip. And that's probably too close. Let's zoom that out. You can see it's actually a freestanding arch. It is the second largest freestanding arch in New Mexico. And this was formed about 115 million years ago, I believe. In this area, it was a combination of freeze-thaw, just over thousands and millions of years of nature patiently carving this up. It's actually a nice spot to see it. It is pretty warm up here, but we did find a shady spot for the pups. Catch you later. So we're here at the Sandstone Bluffs overlook. Kind of standing on a rock here. As you can see, you can walk out that way. I'll zoom in for you so you can see it. You can kind of walk up on this outcropping to see a lot more of the view. And if you go this way, you can see the pretty expansive valley in the area. All of this is a protected land. I think it's over 100,000 acres. Through this way is another rocky outcropping. Let's zoom in a little bit, take a peek at that. That is Mount Taylor in the distance. That's sacred to the Navajo. I believe it's one of 4 sacred sites for the Navajo, whose reservation is pretty close and all around this area. The area was used by several different tribes and clans of Native Americans throughout history. It even has a role in the Great Westward Expansion, which is something I didn't know. People did try to homestead out here post-Great Depression. I don't think too many wagon trails came out of this area, but it certainly was part of that. Its history actually dates back to the 1500s. It's human history anyway, that we know of, that's recorded, and Spanish who arrived in the area and tried to settle it. But right now it's a very peaceful and beautiful place, and it's a really beautiful day. Here's some facts about El Malpais, and I need to correct what I said at the Sandstone. This is 115,000 years ago, not 115 million years ago. Just goes to show you, you can't always trust what people say on the internet, but at least we try to correct when we didn't quite get something. Very interesting information about this area and how this was formed. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, that's Joe walking along the rocks.
Oh.
We got to get our cues. Not easy to do when you're our age shooting videos and holding dogs while you're shooting them. It's all part of the fun that goes along. But there they go. Look at that. Look at that area. Joe's actually done some really action stuff that maybe someday we'll tell you about. If you really want to know more about his military background and all the peaks we've climbed, leave us a comment and we'll see if we can do some videos on that and give you some more information.